for about 5 minutes just to warm up. And then I went to lunch with the windows down, and I was happy. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it.
Monday it was so. I'll tell you how hot it was Monday. Monday it was so hot that I quit after 11 holes.
Oh wow! Well, I got off of jury duty at about 1 o'clock and got on my porch for a couple of hours. I loved it.
Yeah, you like that. You're the guy that can sit in the sweat box, though. You can sit in the sweat box and feel good. Hot yoga you could do. You like all that stuff.
If the sun is out, I don't know about the yoga part, but if the sun is out, I'm good with it. I don't like being inside and hot. To me, it's a different heat. But I can be outside and hot. As long as you're not directly in the sun or if you're in the shade, nothing wrong with that.
Nah, the shade is your friend in Florida.
If you've ever, I roofed for about 3 days when I was just gotten out of high school, and a buddy of mine was roofing, and I hadn't joined the Navy yet, and I'm like, I'll give this a try because he was making big money. And I thought I was going to die, mostly because of the shingles that I was carrying up weighed more than me. But, yeah. Now they got those conveyor belts to do it. Back then, there was just some kid out of high school that was
climbing a ladder. Yeah. Is it just me? Or did everybody our age at one time or another that, was athletic or had a little bit of energy, had a job at one time or another loading roofs?
Yeah, I think so. I think, they throw, at the time it was big money. I think it was like $100 a day. We
made $50 a house, and it was me and a buddy of mine, and we'd load 3 houses a day. We were rolling in the dough.
Yeah, that's a lot of money when you have zero bills.
Yeah.
And I gave it a try. Man, yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you.
I respect that.
I climbed the ladder, loading the roofs. I did it for a very long time. For me, I did it for 3 weeks.
Well, that's right. And then at first they're like, all right, let's see if you can do one on each shoulder. I looked at it and I'm like, okay. There was no chance.
None.
There was zero chance of that. When you weigh, I probably weighed like 110, and that thing of shingles probably weighed 35 pounds.
No, 35, 45 pounds easy. No shot you take 90 pounds up the ladder.
Shot.
None.
No shot. And, yeah.
I got it where I could put 2 bundles on one shoulder and walk up the ladder.
Well, then you're a badass.
But I was all blown up on steroids then. Calm down.
That's true. I remember, like the second day, I was wearing
the LA. I was wearing the LA gear and the Gold's gym shirts. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I remember. I don't like to quit anything, and I'm like, let me give it another day. I remember I'm there. It's like 10 o'clock. I said, I can't do this.
I did it for 3 weeks. I did it for 3 weeks and said, yep, back to fast food.
Yeah. And after that, I didn't have another job until I went in the Navy.
Yeah, I loaded roofs for 3 weeks and then went to work for Po Folks.
There you go.
Po Folks was such a good restaurant. Man, I miss that restaurant. Their country fried steak was pretty good.
Sure. I understand what you're saying. I have no problem. By the way, country fried steak is good almost anywhere.
Yes.
It's hard to screw up a country fried steak.
It is.
And I am pro country fried steak. Yes. If you got the right gravy, if it's a peppery gravy.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Mashed potatoes.
Fantastic.
Throw some green beans on there.
Fantastic.
My doctors love it because it keeps them in business.
Nice comfort food, clogs your arteries. It's great. It's great.
It sits in your stomach like
a lead weight. Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, the Cracker Barrel, they're gone. Nah, that's no good. It's no good.
But hear me out. If you eat that at Cracker Barrel and you're driving, you're going to fall asleep. Right?
Oh, 100%.
You can't eat that because they're going to give you some biscuits. And you're just going to be like,
That's why they put hotels and motels right next to Cracker Barrel. Because you eat that and then you just go check in.
I'm gonna go. I'm sorry. I need a nap.
I'm sorry.
I'll take the hourly
What do you
rate.
mean? What do you mean you need a nap? We just started this trip. We live in Ocala. It's the Cracker Barrel at 200. Relax. We're checking into the hotel.
Yeah, it's true.
You know,
Yeah.
that's a lost restaurant. Now, I don't know where they went, but the country style restaurants that we grew up with, where you could go in and they had the you know, and I'm not talking about Golden Corral. I'm talking about you went in and some lady in her 60s or 70s was back there, had the pot roast going, had the country fried steak going, the fried chicken going. You know, something about the country cooking has went away. I think it had something to do with heart attacks, but still, you know.
Oh, you would walk in, there was no menu.
No.
You just there was maybe a board.
There was no menu.
Serving.
No, there was no menu.
Yeah. No, and you could eat times a week and never get the same thing.
You went in, it was either pork chops, country fried steak, fried chicken, or pot roast.
And by the way.
Oh, and on Fridays,
right now,
Fridays, all you could eat catfish.
Fish. That's right. That's exactly right. And with grits.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you went in there thinking, I'm going to eat it all, and maybe they throw some hush puppies in there. Yeah, I'm with you.
And there was only two things to drink: Coke or sweet tea. That was it.
That's right. Water.
Somebody ordered water. Somebody ordered water or unsweet tea. You went Yankee.
Like, you sure you know where you're at?
Yeah. What is that, a Canadian tag on the back of your car? What is that?
Boy, what are you doing here? Yeah.
Yeah. There is a place like that. There's a little country buffet like that up in Reddick. And I forget the name of it, but it's up in Reddick, and it's pretty good. It's
called
pretty good.
Mama's house or something?
No, I don't know what it's called. I forget. It's in Reddick, right there. Yeah, I don't know. It used to be a convenience store or something. I think. I don't know. It's pretty good though. It's pretty good.
They have one in.
And I don't know.
They have one in Decatur, Alabama. You walk in, they'll tell you what the dessert menu, and they have banana pudding is the only thing on their menu every day.
Uh-huh.
And then the rest, they just tell you.
Oh, well.
And by the way, you've got 3 options.
Oh, yeah.
You don't choose your sides. It comes as a plate.
Right.
Right? You don't, and don't say, well, I don't want this on it. Uh-huh.
Oh, no,
You
we
can
have
pick 'em out, then.
we have a place in Statesboro called the Beaver House. And the Beaver family owns it, and it's a family-style restaurant, and you go in there every day. There is no menus. There's nothing. You sit down at the table. They bring big bowls of the sides, so everybody eats out of the same, spoons out of the same bowl.
Yeah.
Right, family style. Then they bring out a tray of fried chicken for the table and a tray of whatever other protein it is. Some days it's ham. Some days it's country fried steak. Some days it's a quail. It's all kind of different things. And then you have a peach cobbler or banana pudding. That's it. And that's the only choice you get to make is do they bring banana pudding or peach cobbler to your table. That's it.
Can you have a bad day if that's what you had for lunch?
No.
Honestly. Like
No.
if you come home and go, how was your day? Well, I went to the Beaver.
And
I mean,
ate.
that kind of sounds weird to say to your wife.
I went to the
but,
Beaver and ate
I
well.
went to the Beaver, and automatically, so you had a good day. That's right.
Here's how great the Beaver House is. You know how you got your water glass set on the table and, they come by and there is no water glass. The glass on the table, as they come by, they bring a pitcher of sweet tea. You don't even ask. They don't ask you want sweet tea. That's what you get. Sweet tea, you can ask, instead of sweet tea, you can cover it up and say, can I get lemonade instead? Or you can ask for an Arnold Palmer and they'll make that for you.
Oh, now we're at next level customer service.
That's all they make for you, sweet tea or lemonade, but they will make you an Arnold Palmer if you ask for it.
See, yeah. I'm all in on that right there. I'd eat there so much I'd be even fatter than I am.
Obesity out of control in Statesboro, Georgia, out of control.
Oh, you know what? They're happy.
Yeah,
right?
My buddy Clay, who is the Beaver that runs the restaurant now, Clay Beaver, he's a 4th generation. Restaurant's been open over 100 years.
Oh, there you go. They're doing something right.
They know what they're doing. So, but that's a lost art. And I guess where we live, because it's north central Florida, it's a lost art more so than it is if you go to Georgia or Alabama, because you can find some of them in Georgia.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, like the Dillard House. The Dillard House is nationally renowned up in Dillard, Georgia.
It's become
and
commercialized.
I don't think it's that good anymore.
No, it's become commercial. I've eaten there a couple of times. We have a donor center about 5 miles from there.
Just like the Pink House. The Pink House used to be.
There.
The Pink House used to be really good in Savannah, but now I think it's commercialized. I just think it is.
You got it. Yeah, and a lot of I agree with you. I love that. I love sitting down at a table and
family style.
know the person next to you.
You know why?
You start rubbing elbows.
You know why you like it? Because they take the decisions away from you. You don't have to make any decisions. It's already done for you.
Yeah, like there are restaurants I do not go to.
Because of the menu.
I will not go to the
menu.
Cheesecake Factory. It's not a menu, it's a book.
You go to Johnny Rockets. Go to Johnny Rockets here in town.
Oh, I can't.
You can't.
How
The
many
menu's 37 pages.
burgers can you make? I hate it. I mean, there's a bunch of restaurants. Like, give me 3 items.
That's it. That's all I want.
I mean, and you know what? Do those 3 items perfectly.
Let's take a phone call real quick. Good morning. You're on with Galen and Tom.
Good morning, Tom, Galen. We were driving back from Arizona. We were stopped in Nashville. This is before the interstate system. That was 1962. And we stopped in Nashville, and we stayed overnight at a beautiful hotel. We went to a restaurant, and they come out and with the menu and the whole thing. I forget what we had, but it came with grits. My wife goes to the waitress, "What's grits?" And she comes back, "Grits is grits."
Well, we don't know how to explain it.
That as long as I live.
Sonny, we don't. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, have a good day.
Yeah, I don't know any other way for a Southerner. Anybody ask me what's grits? What do you mean, grits or grits? I don't get the question. I don't understand the question.
When you grow up eating them, I don't know. It's a grit.
It's what my mom's made for me since I was 3 years old, and they're good. That's what they are. That's what they are. Let's take one more call before we go.
Fatback to somebody.
You can't. I know. I love fatback. Let's take one more call before we go to break. Well, they went away, so we'll go to break. We'll be right back after this timeout. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
Are you or your loved one being released from a hospital and wondering how you'll manage? Inform your physician that you want to go to Palm Garden of Ocala at 2700 Southwest 34th Street for your rehabilitation. Palm Garden provides pain management, post-discharge follow-up, diabetic care, psychosocial support, and so much more. Plus, they even offer outpatient rehab. This award-winning care facility has a team of licensed professionals dedicated to enhancing your independence. Call 352-854-6262 today.
Florida's property insurance market is in crisis. Homeowners are facing a steep rise in insurance costs as insurers face billions in recent losses from natural disasters and out-of-control litigation costs. Join me Wednesday, the 22nd at 9 a.m. when Randy Ray, a member and past president of the Capital City Republican Club, will be my guest to bring us the latest information on this property insurance crisis. Every homeowner needs to know what's happening. Again, that's Wednesday, the 22nd at 9 a.m. It's news you can use from Tallahassee and your friends here at WOCA, The Source.
QC Kinetics patient Robert Patterson, a veteran and business owner, struggled at work and in the gym with chronic agonizing shoulder pain.
Those injuries just continue to nag, and if you don't treat them, they just get worse. And I just kind of abused my body for a long time, and it finally had said enough is enough.
That's okay, because QC Kinetics tells your pain, hey, enough is enough. Their regenerative treatments bring you relief by helping restore and repair damaged tissue with no drugs, no downtime, and best of all, no surgery.
I was able to exceed the goals that I had previously attained in the gym. It was absolutely worth its weight in gold, so I could continue to live life without limitation.
Ready to get lasting relief from your joint pain? Call QC Kinetics to learn more about how natural biologic treatments can get you lasting results. Call now. It's a free consultation.
352-400-4550. That's 352-400-4550. QC Kinetics, 352-400-4550.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Wednesday. Galen Udoff and Life South got him for one more segment. Galen, I'm a little hungry for country food now. I'm a little hungry.
Ain't no doubt about that.
Hey,
Figure that out.
I know I got to bring it up. We hadn't talked about it because you weren't here Monday. You were on jury duty yesterday. We had an abbreviated thing. So let's talk about Matt Fitzpatrick and his triumph at the U.S. Open. Two things I take away. One is that the announcers have no understanding of the English language because they keep saying that John Rahm was defending his championship when he wasn't. He was the reigning champion. There is nothing to defend. He keeps his trophy he keeps his status as a U.S. Open champion regardless of whether he won the tournament or not this weekend. So that aggravated me. But also, Matt Fitzpatrick just played steady golf Saturday and Sunday and outlasted the golf course, really.
Well, you got to admit, the back nine, I mean, there were, 2 or 3 lead changes?
Yeah.
And, all of a sudden somebody would pop up on the board, and you kept looking at that 3 under in the clubhouse. And there was a while there where you're like, ooh, that's a big number, man. That number may stay. And again, what we love about the U.S. Open is the golf course wins. And I'll tell you the shot that changed the tournament was when Scotty Scheffler hit that iron and he shorted it.
Yep.
Right? It rolled all the way back
down to his feet.
He was able to make a par, but that was a change. I think if you look, his whole attitude changed. He did battle back, but I think that's the shot that set the table for Fitzpatrick.
Let me tell you
he played remarkable.
The shot that, and they talked about it briefly on the coverage, but for people who don't play golf and who just watch or they play golf but they don't play it all the time, to have that ball in the bunker, fairway bunkers are the worst.
Oh,
to have
what
that
a
ball
shot.
there with the lip, with that little outcropping right in front of him, and to get that ball, somebody goes, when he hit the shot, I go, oh my God, that's an amazing shot. And my wife goes, he's 35 feet from where he needs to be. How's that good a shot for a pro? And I knew then that the average person doesn't understand how great a shot that was. To put that ball on the green was an amazing golf shot.
And not just on the green, but on the right part of the green.
Right.
Again, and then he hit that. His driver was not his friend, but he was so far off that he was okay. Even when he was standing in that, he was so far right. He had a good lie, and was able to knock another shot, 15 feet from the pin. He was steady. I think that's the best way to do it. And
it's still,
great story.
It still came down to an inch more to the right, and Will Zalatoris is in another playoff. Will Zalatoris is, this kid he's finished second place in some tough situations in 2 majors, the PGA Championship and now the U.S. Open.
Yeah, and I counted him out twice in the back 9. I'm like, oh, he's done. he makes the turn. I think he's -3. And I'm like, oh, he's done. And then the next thing you know, he's back in there. And then he hits on the par 3. I'm like, man, that had to be a miss hit. Yeah.
He even admitted it.
He
even admitted it.
Oh, I didn't know that. But nobody had been that, even near that pin. And he ended up being 2 inches.
He said he pulled it. He said, to be honest, I pulled that a little.
Oh, good pull. And again, you're right. He was right there. But, yeah, Fitzpatrick was not going to be denied.
So on the heels of the U.S. Open, Abraham Answer has announced he is going to the LIV Golf Tour. And now a guy who was very critical of Phil Mickelson, called him greedy, actually, 6 months ago. Brooks Koepka, I guess greed got the best of him, too. He's going as well. There's a lot of marquee names that are being lured by money, Galen.
Well, and again, I think this is what you have to do if you're going to start a new league. You have to go after the biggest names and hope the fans follow.
Herschel Walker, Jim Kelly.
That's right. And by the way, probably the biggest name that the USFL signed was Doug Flutie.
Yeah, he had just beat Miami.
Yeah.
The USFL tried. The World Football League, Jim Kick, Paul Warfield, Larry Zonka, right after the undefeated season with the Dolphins.
And, of course, the Dr. J.
With the ABA. Oh, yeah.
And again, they're trying different things. We'll see if it works. And the viewer will decide. The viewer will decide whether it's the best or not.
I will tell you this. I'm an avid golf fan. We know that. After watching one tournament of the LIV, they need to pick it up because I ain't watching much more. I'm just telling you. It's not very, that whole team concept and all, they better do something because it ain't, I didn't care for it.
Part of it is you didn't understand it.
That is a lot of it. Hey, Galen, I do understand this, though. We're in a vast need of blood because we have short supply. So where's the blood mobile today?
Oh, we're done today. All right. Today we're actually out in the shores at the Walmart. Come check us out there. But as always, we're right on the boulevard, lifesouth.org, 622-3544. We are in emergency need of all types. Donate blood.
Galen, from Life South. Talk to you tomorrow, pal.
Bye, all.
We'll be right back at this timeout on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
News with Lance Pride. The Uvalde school shooting was a complete disaster. Very young children were murdered, and a response by law enforcement was an abject failure. DPS Director Steve McCraw.
There's compelling evidence that the law enforcement response to the attack